All right, what's going on, my peeps out there in the internet space? Hope y'all are having a fabulous Friday. You made it through the week. It is now the weekend, and so now you have your time that you want to do to spend with yourself and with your family. So, y'all, I'm gonna let Facebook build the audience like it normally does, and then we're gonna talk about some stuff here. We're gonna talk about the 4 C's of traffic. Okay, the 4 C's of traffic. So as you're coming on, let's see who we got. We got Harold. Thanks for jumping on. Mr. Courtney, thanks for jumping on. Right. It's about 5:30 Central Time. I'm sure people are just now getting off of work, soon to be already, or probably already off of work. Right. So get one more on here, and then we're going to get started. Okay. But y'all, while we went letting Facebook build the audience, right? Check this out. Yesterday I talked about, or was it yesterday? I can't remember. Yesterday I talked about using the internet as an asset to leverage building your business. So this is strictly for business owners, okay? If you're an entrepreneur, this is for you, all right? But piggybacking off from yesterday, I did a video, Facebook Live yesterday, and I talked about um, using the internet to build your business. And one thing that we got to understand about building our business is a new day, a new era. There are new ways of building our business. The traditional way is soon to be a dinosaur. What is the traditional ways? The word of mouth, the printed business cards, the printed flyers. Those are Mr. Powell, thanks for jumping on. Those are traditional ways of building your business. Now, yes, when you start your business, you'll use the traditional way, but then as you stay in business, as you sustain your business and try to grow your business, one of the best ways and the fastest way to grow your business, what I came to learn, is using the internet. Okay, using the internet. Hey, Brenda, thanks for jumping on. Using the internet. Why? Because you have at least, and I talked about this yesterday, you have 56% of the world's population that has access to the internet. So that equates to about 3.2 billion people. All right. Now, just imagine you as an entrepreneur, you have access to all those people to where you can educate them about your product, service, or business opportunity. You probably don't need to have all 3.2 billion people, but just imagine the possibility of you having access to market to all those different people. What about if you were able to get at least 0.5% of that 3.2 billion people that's on the internet? What would that do for your business? That's probably a game changer, right? That is probably a game changer for you. It could be a game changer. But having access to those folks, you need because they're on the internet. It's a digital asset, all right? And you're going to need a digital tool to get to them. But we're going to talk about that later. But what I want to come on here and talk about, Ja'Cory, what's up, Frat? I want to talk about the 4 C's of attraction and basically traffic, because you as an entrepreneur, you want to be able to draw traffic to what you're doing, whether you have a product, okay, or whether you have a service, or you may have a business opportunity that you want people to see. Well, you got to draw traffic to what you're doing, all right, because you want to attract people to what you're doing. So there is a concept that I learned, and I read I've been reading over the past 3 or 4 days now, because I'm trying to learn and implement strategies and concepts to be a better business owner. But one of the ways of becoming a better business owner is to learn marketing, right? And you don't have to be an expert into marketing. Just learn some strategies. But the circle that I'm in, the community that I'm in, these are the type of things that I'm learning. And from learning from these folks, I am growing tremendously. All right. And that kind of is a segue to what I want to talk about, which is the 4 C's of building traffic to attract other people. Miss Lee, thanks for jumping on. So let's talk about the 4 C's. Here are the 4 C's. Now I'm gonna go over them one by one. And so the first one is content. Now look, y'all know y'all used to see me doing these lives in my back patio, right, in my backyard. But I decided to change the venue because of the fact that I was doing some work up here in my man cave / office, and it's cool up here. Y'all used to seeing me get my head sweaty on this, seeing the sweat popping on my big forehead. Not today. It's a little hot out there today, so I'm on the inside today doing this. So trust me, I'm in a better place. But anyway, let's talk about these 4 C's. The first C is content. All right, let's talk about content. What is content all about? And so content is mainly all about it's a marketing strategy that's basically centered around creating, publishing, or sharing content to people that you already connected to, or people that you haven't met yet. All right. So just think about it. We share content all the time. All right. When we come out on here on our social media channel of choice, and when we're posting, we're sharing content. All right. We're sharing content. And so content is one of the best way to build an audience, a following. All right. Because again, what you're trying to do is to get people to see what you're trying to do in terms of your product, your service, or your business opportunity, right? So I'm sure y'all heard of content is king, and basically getting more traffic to you may have a branded website, you may be running ads, you may have a capture page or a landing page or even some funnels. Well, content starts that attraction process to get the audience to come to you. See, it's all about attraction marketing, and it starts with content. Some of the things that you can use with content is videos. I use videos. This Facebook Live is one. If you're on Instagram, you got Instagram Live. You can do audio. I know here on Facebook you have what you call the pod. There's an audio version that you can share easily. The most obvious one is images. Okay, images are easy. That's one of the ones that we share the most. Cassandra, thanks for jumping on. Jerry, thanks for jumping on. And here's another one: sharing other people's content. Right? It could be somebody that's in your circle that's like an influencer or a popular person that, or it could be an expert, a subject matter expert of that niche, to where you're sharing their content to validate the information that you're trying to share with other people. See, the whole goal with content is to be able to engage with people. All right, that's content. That's the first C for traffic attraction. The next one is Shay Jones. Thanks for jumping on. The next one is consistency. Now, this one, I don't have to go long-winded with this one, but we know consistency is basically, doing something repeatedly, right, on schedule. See, when you're doing something consistently, right, you're trying to attract people. You're trying to engage with people, all right? And so by you being consistent with your content, all right, you letting people know that you're dependable. See, consistency builds that trust. All right. It gives off that the perception of you being dependable. So that means they can expect you to post your content on a regular basis. Okay. So basically, consistency. You may have a branded website, like I mentioned before, where you consistently posting content there to educate your people about your product, service, or business opportunity. All right. The content educate the people. The consistency is the continuous process of educating the people. All right. Could be on your branded website. You can use the social media channel of your choice. Or if you got subscription to popular websites, you can use those popular websites, but you have to be consistent. Hey, Chrissy, thanks for jumping on. Now, here's the thing about consistency. If you're not consistent, and this is what I found in my own experience, if we're not consistent with our content, then we tend to lose the engagement of other people. All right. There's a lot of information out here, depending on what type of niche you're in. Everybody, look, in life, we have choices. Okay. Everybody has choices. And so when you're not consistent with your content, then other people have a choice to go see somebody else content about that same niche that you were not consistent with. Okay. So being consistent is very important. I had to learn that myself the hard way, because there were some times that I was not consistent, whether it was something going on with personal life or whatever the case may be. I just was not consistent. Therefore, I started losing my audience. I started losing my engagement with other people. And so you don't want to do that, because now you got to go try to build that back up. All right. Which is not hard to do, but it takes some time to build the audience. See, it takes time to attract the audience from the beginning. All right. But once you get them and you stay consistent, you can keep them. But when you lose that consistency, then now you start losing your audience. You want to keep that engagement up. That's what consistency does. Let's talk about the third C to traffic attraction, and that is creativity. All right, being creative. Now, being creative is nothing more than you standing out from the rest of the pack. All right. One thing that comes to my mind. What's up, Erica? One thing that comes to my mind is branding. All right. Branding is a good way of being creative, because it allows you to be unique. All right. Be yourself. Well, not only be yourself, but be different from everybody else. All right. So that's one of the best way to get someone's attention. You know, now you start attracting people because you got this special smile, or you got this special voice, or what have you, right? So those are unique things that people can gravitate to, right? And now you start attracting people through your creativity. All right. Think about this, and I said this already. There's a lot of stuff out there. People got options to hear content from other people, right? Okay, but there's a lot of stuff out there. And so if you sound like the same person, let's say that you're in the travel business, all right, and it's a billions out there, but if you sounding like the other travel business, then people are already gonna have deaf ear to that, to where now they're not gonna look at you about your product, service, or business opportunity regarding that travel. But let's say that you was different, okay? Then now you get their attention, all right? Because what you want to do is have a way to activate their listening capabilities. So what are some things that you can do to be creative? Have some how-tos, all right? Do a video or post on how-tos, some case studies, all right? Some quizzes. May refer some folks to some books. I refer some of the books that I've read. I refer to people in my circle all the time. If for those who want to see my library books, by all means inbox me, because I do read a lot. So it could be something that that may interest you. Just hit me up. I got a library of stuff. But the whole thing with being creative is you want to stand out from the rest. You don't want to be the same Joe Blow like everybody else. You want to stand out. All right. You want to pop. You want to get somebody's eyeballs open. The broker, what's going on? I see you. Thanks for jumping on. All right. And so let's talk about the last four C's. All right. And that is culture. Let's talk about culture. I think we all kind of have a good idea what culture is all about. All that is basically a community of folks who share the same common beliefs, or have values on behavior, or in attitudes, to where you have these like-minded people in one area. That's what a culture is. It's just a community of folks who share the same common spirit and mindset, right? So let's talk about how important culture is. And I had to learn. I'm still learning this myself. But let's say that you have a culture, you have a community of folks, and they all rocking with you, right? They like your brand. They like what you're doing, right? And they support you. And that's the whole key to this whole thing about having a culture, all right, is people that's in that circle support you, all right. So now when they like what you're promoting, they can't wait to share it, and they support you. Guess what you have some unofficial brand ambassadors who can't wait to see what you have to share and willing to share the good news about to other people. Now think about the circle that they have, all right. Think about the circle that they have of the folks that's in your tribe. Think about the circle that they have that goes out and share your whatever it is that you're promoting. All right. But it starts with the culture, right? And the culture has to have mutual respect, all right, and a mutual appreciation for one another, right? You got to have that in the culture. Without that, there is no way that you have a good culture of people to where you have those people in that culture that's willing to share each other's brand or business opportunity or product or what have you. So culture is very, very big when we're talking about driving traffic. Okay, so those are the 4 C's, y'all. Those are the 4 C's, and that is content, consistency, creativity, and culture. All right. Now, this wasn't like yesterday's live video, but this is something that you all can use to build your business, a concept that you can use to go build your business. All right. So think about it. If you're a business owner, what kind of content that you're putting out there that's educating the people about your product, service, or business opportunity? Okay. Consistency. Well, how consistent are you educating the people about your product, service, or business opportunity? Creativity. Are you standing above everybody else that's in that same market or niche that you're in to where you're getting their attention? And culture. Do you have a culture of people who support you, who's rocking with you, who will be willing to share what you have inside that culture? It's not just about one person. It's about everybody inside that community sharing each other's ideas, thought, opinions, business opportunities, products, or service. Okay, that's what it's all about. So think about the 4 C's. Now, getting back to these 4 C's and leveraging the internet. Again, I talked about it. Internet is one of those things is a digital asset. Okay, and as I was speaking yesterday, you have 56 of the world's population out there that has access to the internet. Why not be out there with your business? But you need to leverage the digital asset, you need a digital tool. Okay, you need a digital tool along with these concepts that I'm giving y'all, because this is free game, right? But you need the concept, but you also need the digital tools to give you that same access to those 3.2 billions of people that are on the internet. Now, if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, and if you're in need of a digital tool that allows you to implement these 4 C's, but also give you access to those 3.2 billions of people that are on the internet, here's what I want you to do. There's a link in the caption. And also what I'll do is I'll put it here in the comment field as well. Okay. There you go. So if you're in need of a digital tool to where you can leverage the digital asset internet to where you can have access to 3.2 billions of people, then click on that link and you'll learn more about this digital tool my team and myself are using to where we're getting more people to look at what we're doing. We're implementing these concepts. We're drawing traffic to what we're doing to where now we'll help solving more problems. Remember, yesterday I talked about the different social media channels that we have as far as where everybody's living at, right? Remember I talked about it, Pinterest. All right, you got 70 million folks out there on Pinterest. You got 560 million folks on Instagram. You got 1 billion folks on Facebook. On Instagram, you got 150 million people. And then on LinkedIn, you got 240 million people. You need a digital tool to get to those different people. All right, you got 70 million folks on Pinterest. You need a digital tool to get to them. All right, the platform itself alone is not enough to get you to all those active people out there. You need a digital tool to activate all of those 70 million folks. Same thing for Facebook, 1 billion folks out there. You need a digital tool to activate those folks. Okay, Michelle asked me, how often am I on? Well, that's a good question, Michelle, because now that goes into consistency. Here's what I try to do, all right? And my goal is to try to at least, as far as videos is concerned, at least three times a week, because I don't want to be spammy, and I don't want to interrupt news feeds, but I try to get on here with live videos 3 to 4 times a week. As far as written posts, I do daily inspirational and motivational posts first thing in the morning. And you can almost put it to the clock between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. I'm always on. So I hope that answered your question. If not, then you know, just inbox me or hit me up in the comment field. Yo, Corey, thanks for jumping on. Said, thanks for jumping on. So yeah, so you have all these different users out here on these social media platforms. You need a digital tool to activate those folks and implement these 4 C's. You need to post some content, right? But you need a digital tool to do it. You need to be consistent as far as doing it. You need a digital tool to help you with the consistency. You need to be creative as far as being unique, have some brand awareness. You need a digital tool to do that. And then as far as culture, having a tribe of folks that's going to rock with you, right? You also need a digital tool to do that. So if you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, you're needing a digital tool to get more traffic to what you're doing, then click on that link that I put in the comment field or in the caption once this live is done, and you can learn more about the tools that my team and I are using to build some brand awareness to get some more people to see what we're doing. All right, this is your boy Said Jenkins, and it is Friday. It is time for me to relax. I know it's time for y'all to relax. So y'all be great. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Y'all be safe and y'all be blessed. Thanks, Corey. Yeah, man. All I want to do is just come out here and just provide some value to you all, man. Some things that you can use you can implement immediately, but also give you some how-tos on some stuff too. So Michelle, okay, Michelle was saying I was linked to your live video. Great information. Thank you, Michelle. And my whole goal is to at least come out here and try to provide some value. Some of what I share may not be value to everybody, but listen, it is not for everybody, all right? Because everybody has their own thing, everybody has their own unique situations that they're going through or needing. And so I don't expect what I share out here is going to resonate with everybody, all right? As long as it resonates to at least 2 or more people, then I call that job well done for me in my book. All right. But thank you, though. Thank you. Do appreciate that. All right. Corey Corey, when you say a digital tool, are you referring to a personal website or app? Corey, there's a when I say digital tool, I'm talking about a marketing or advertising tool. All right. So if you want to know more about that, just click on that link, and it will take you to a page to where you can see a video as far as what that digital tool is all about. It's a digital marketing tool. Okay. But the link is there in the comment field and in the capture page next to the video. All right. So click on it and check it out. Cool. Well, y'all, let me jump off of here. I'm gonna let y'all go. But listen, y'all, if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, don't give up. Don't give up. It's gonna be some times where you want to throw in the towel because you're not profitable like you would like to be, and you're seeing other people, being profitable, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. It's something that we don't know, that we need to know, that we need to know from other people. That's going to help us get us what we don't have. Okay, that's what that basically is. It's something that we don't know that we can learn from somebody else, to where that's something else can help us get what we want. But you got to make sure you have that, you in that right tribe, you in that right community, to where you getting that intellectual property that's helping you grow. All right. I'm always going to call myself a student to any and everything. I've been in IT business for now 30 years. I would never proclaim to be the subject matter expert. Right. Now, one will say because of your tenure, they look at me as the expert, but I yield to that every time because of the fact technology changes all the time. As long as you live in, you're going to be learning. All right. And so you always got to have a humble spirit to learn something new. All right. That helps you stay ahead of the power curve. Right. Now you start using cutting edge technology to get to be more efficient. And in life, it's the same thing. We can never say that we know it all. There's no one that know it all. There's no one that know it all. Okay. But that goes without saying. We always need to have a humble spirit to where we're learning from somebody. Somebody knows something that we don't know that can help us get what we don't have. All right. So that's my spiel. All right, Mickey, thanks for jumping on. Andre, thanks for jumping on. Y'all had to catch the replay because I'm about to jump off of here. All right. Michelle said, great information, young man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, y'all, that's my time. Let me jump on off here, but I will holler at y'all later. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Y'all be safe. One.